Good training, boys. But that's nothing compared to the challenges that lie ahead.
Then no problem. We got the moves, eh, Jack? We'd love to stay and chat, Big Green, but we're, itching to get on with our adventures.
Fine, fine. Adventure away, then. And while you're out adventuring, why don't you make yourself useful? My darn green eco-collectors are clogged up again. Head out to the far side of the beach and clear them out, why don't you? Follow the lamps. They'll take you right there. Now, all of you, get out of here!
Hey guys, Metal Jesus here, and today I'm very excited to share some gameplay footage of me playing the absolute classic PlayStation 2 game called Jak and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy. This game was released back in 2001, and man, was that a great year for playing games on the PlayStation 2. I recently started replaying this game because I did a video on my main channel where I was talking about some of my favorite classic franchises that got releases on previous PlayStation generations, and I would love to see Sony or the developers try and bring them back for a modern audience on, say, like the PlayStation 5. And the very first Jak and Daxter game is one of those games. I just think it's an absolute masterpiece, and I love it to death. And so it was a lot of fun to go back and replay this. Now, this version right here that you're seeing is actually the PlayStation 3 version. They did a Jak and Daxter collection. So they bundled up the first 3 games, remastered them a little bit for PS3. I think what they really did was basically just made them widescreen, but that's what you're seeing right here. But it got me thinking about the year 2001. And in this video, I thought it might be kind of interesting while you're watching this footage for me to talk about some of my favorite PlayStation 2 games that were released in 2001, because I don't know if you remember, but that was an amazing year for games on the PS2. Starting with the game that really just changed everything, and that is Grand Theft Auto 3. Whew, man, what an amazing game that was. I played that so much. In many ways, it was the game that, well, there was a before Grand Theft Auto 3, and then there was an after Grand Theft Auto 3, and it was just such a game-changing release in that franchise. Also, Final Fantasy X, a game that I think over the years maybe hasn't held up quite as well, but I still like it. Also, Silent Hill 2, great game. Metal Gear Solid 2, a game I'm still not entirely sure what that is about, but I played it to the end and thought it was kind of amazing. Also, Ico, that was a great release at the time. Twisted Metal Black, probably the best Twisted Metal game ever released. Then you also have a game that's near and dear to my heart. I talk about it all the time. You guys are probably sick of hearing about it. Of course, SSX Tricky was released in 2001. Devil May Cry was released in 2001. Can you believe it? I know, it's amazing, right? And the first Burnout game was released in 2001. The original Red Faction game. I remember getting that game, and the big selling point was the fact that you could destroy some of the environments. And while you could kind of destroy some of the environment, but still it was a really cool leap forward for first-person games that had, destructible environments. I thought that was pretty awesome. Also, 007 Agent Under Fire. That was a huge return to awesomeness for the James Bond franchise. That's such a cool game. You also had in there the first Splashdown game, which, isn't as good as Wave Race on the N64, but it was a decent attempt. It's still fun, So you also had Smuggler's Run 2, a game that's kind of forgotten now, but was a lot of fun back in the day because it was an open world game, and that was kind of a novelty back then. By the way, guys, if you notice that my voice is cracking here, it's because we are getting to the time of the year where I have to deal with allergies. I have seasonal allergies pretty bad. And so once we get into sort of the mid-March time frame, my allergies start to kick in. And so I'm going to have to start taking allergy medicine here. So that's kind of why I'm a little bit more nasally and why I may sound weird. It's not because I'm sick. It's just because I have allergies. But anyways, guys, that is just a little look back at the awesomeness that was the year 2001 for the PlayStation 2. And of course, we are celebrating that with some Jak and Daxter action here. Such a joy to go back and play. Like I said, the first one will always be the best one for me. But I'd love to know down in the comments what you guys think. And here is me playing first, half an hour or so of Jak and Daxter.
Daxter could always get a job controlling the village rat problem.
What a weird-looking thing! I'll bet we can get this open if you power up with that zappy blue eco stuff. Enough orbs to trade for a power cell. Let's get back and make the switch already.
Good job. Now meet me down here by the egg. Oh my. I hope the poor dear's okay. Here's a power cell for your valor.
Oh no! No, 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 no!
Look. Isn't that cute? It thinks you're its mama.
Ah! I'm not your mom! You see any feathers here?
Oh, love at first sight. Oh. Listen, boys. I'll take this little chick back to the village with me and work with the sage to take care of her.
for kicks. Let's do it again! Wow! They caused an avalanche! Let's check it out!
Hey! Little furry dude! Oh, I thought for a moment you were my muse.
Your what?
Haven't you ever seen a muse before? It's a little glowing squirrel about your size, full of spunk, and crazy as a lark.
Oh, I get it. Like a sidekick.
As a matter of fact, without my muse, I just can't sculpt. But with her around, I see beauty in everything, you know? Right now, I couldn't chisel my way out of a box. I think she ran away to that misty island. Oh, I just hope she's all right. It's worth a power cell if you bring her back to me.
Wait a minute! We are not going back to Misty Island! Are we?
Well, hello there, my dear boy. You've caught me at a most inopportune moment. I was to set off on my journeys yesterday, but I seem to be a spot short on the old Precursor orbs. I would have pledged my word that I had 90 of them, but I gather that your young friend, you know, the little annoying, miserably ugly one, might have just pilfered them as a sort of a spot of fun. Anyway, would you be kind enough to loan your dear old uncle 90 Precursor orbs so he can get underway? I would offer you a power cell in return. I see you two are back to make the trade. Good, jolly good. You have the Precursor orbs that we agreed on? I hope you put this hard-earned power cell to good use. Cheerio, ta-ta, bye-bye.
Don't tell me that you two have problems as well. The first I hear of monster sightings near the village, and now this. See those gears up there, boys? See them? See how they're not moving? That means our village has no power. The eco beam coming from the jungle temple has been interrupted. And boys, everyone's too frightened to go out and find out what's happened.
Did you pay the bill?
Yeah. Oh, you're funny. Now look, if you two fix the eco beam, I'll give you a power cell. Oh, and another thing, if by any chance you're interested in making a contribution to my re-election campaign, I might be willing to part with yet another power cell. The minimum contribution is a very modest 90 Precursor orbs. Back already? And without fixing the eco beams? Your village needs you, boys! First, the fisherman's boat it's attacked by a monster.
Let's see. Now, where shall I go first?
Gotta bring in the crops from the June break. Gotta milk those yak cows. Gotta milk those yak cows. Oh, it's you. Oh, just resting my tired bones. I've been trying to get those ornery yak cows back into the pen all day. Some strange creatures tried to steal them earlier. You think you could help an old man and try to get him back into the corral?
That lazy farmer owes us a power cell. Let's go talk to him.
Gotta bring in the crops from the June break. Ah, well done, my boy. You actually got those flea bags back into the pen. Now I can sleep in peace. Take this power cell for your trouble.
You don't have enough power cells to fuel my heat shield. You can't cross Fire Canyon until you collect enough power cells.
Wow! Check out that funky sculpture sitting on the rocks over there.
Awakens the oracle. Wait, one of you has the light within. From before time, I have watched and waited for the true hero to return. Present to me 120 precursor orbs for each power cell I contain.
This must be a precursor oracle like the sage always goes on about. I hope they weren't as ugly in person.
smell of fish in the morning.